Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing another episode of checking out one of your guys' solar systems. So today we've got one system to do from the user Siren, a Spacey Man in Discord, so massive thank you to him for sending this system in, and by the looks of it we've got a lot of reading today, but without further ado let's get into this. So his system is called the Narvis system, so let's go ahead and search that up right now. Okay, so here it is here. Let's go ahead and see what he has got for us. I think I've seen a screenshot planet in the thumbnail. I think I've seen this planet before, so yeah, I think I've seen pictures of it. Right, so let's go ahead and work out where we are here. So right, the star itself. Okay, right, so like I said, we've got a lot of reading to do. So the star itself, Narvis is a yellow star which formed in the middle of a nebula and has 6 planets orbiting around it. The star is turned into a red giant in the coming few million years. It will expand even more and make more worlds uninhabitable for alien life in this system. Okay, right, so this is a star that's getting into that getting into that red giant phase now. Okay, look at that. Right, moving on. Next up we've got Valia over here, and this is looking pretty interesting already. Ooh, okay, right, interesting. I'm gonna have a little play with that. So I believe that has the dark spot effect on it. I think I can see the negative contrast going on there. That's looking quite cool. I've got to say, let's look on flashlight maybe. Yeah, that's definitely got the negative sort of dark spot effect on it. It looks like it's enhanced like crazy though, but yeah, that's a pretty cool one. So let's pull it back the way it should be. So yeah, there it is there. Okay, it looks like it's losing material as well. You can see some particles are coming out the back of it. By the looks of it. So okay, so this was Valia here. So this world is one of the twin giants which exists mostly of hydrogen, which is slowly evaporating, as we saw. Slowly evaporating because of the hot temperature of this world. It is the brightest of the twin gas giants which separated from each other a few million years ago after their orbits become unstable. What caused Valia to move closer to the star? Right, so they broke away from being in a binary, this one, and I'm guessing the next one out, and then this one is now closer to the star. So there's that one. Next up we've got Furion here, so I'm guessing this was the sister object possibly, so all the way over here. Okay, ooh, right, it looks like it may be a gas giant with an atmosphere, using the rocky planet textures and stuff. That's all it looks like underneath. Okay, interesting. And if we had all that back on. Alright, okay, so what has he got to say about Furion here? Okay, so this world, okay, so let's quickly have a look. So Furion is a tidally locked world which has large oceans of water covering the surface, which do not evaporate because of the atmospheric pressure of this world. It was once believed that this planet could have more habitable temperature for alien life in this system, but after the star it started expanding more, a lot of water created this thick atmosphere. Right, okay. Next up we have got Nariti. Right, so where is that one? Okay, so we're taking quite a big jump out now, so we're heading over here. So this one apparently has life on it. Right, here we go. Okay. Oh, it's looking good as well, the city lights. Hey. Okay, so this world here, so Nariti. Okay, so he has said about this one. Okay, Nariti was once a nice world full of forests and jungles. Now, after the star has started expanding, most of its life has died out, and more of the surface become a vast desert. Only a few patches of plant life still exist. The only creatures that are alive on this world are a few flying bird-like creatures, fish and intelligent aliens form there. Right, okay. Next up we've got Planet 4, which is Eon. So I think this is possibly where we started when we loaded him. So it's over here. Yeah, here we go. Right. So this is the one I've seen pictures of before. Honestly, it's a cracking looking world. I mean, that is a beauty. That is a really, really good design world. It looks like it was built off of Mercury originally, is my rough estimate. But yeah, that is gorgeous. I'm loving it. That is really, really nicely designed with the colours, the craters. The city lights are looking pretty cool as well. Yeah, the city lights around the craters. Look at that. That's really, really cool. So this planet itself, so Eon. Right, so he has said for this one, Eon is a current location of the alien race. They thrive on this world with crystal clear waters, jungles, forests, and some savannas on the surface. The planet used to be a normal planet with some plants and creatures already dwelling on the surface of it, but after the alien race began to terraform and live here, even more, the planet itself has changed a lot. Okay, right. That's cool. And then it's got a moon over here, so this is Mua. I hope I'm saying all of these right. Mua is a massive moon of Eon, which is terraformed by the alien race and currently houses the biggest variety of plant life. Okay. Mua used to be an aquatic world with only a few patches of land, but when the aliens arrived here, they drained large pieces of land and built their cities and thrived. Okay, right. Interesting. So there it is there. It's looking good. Obviously, nice city lights on it once more. The atmosphere is looking pretty interesting as well. So we'll look underneath all of those clouds. So that's what it looks like underneath. Okay, cool. And then we'll have a look at the other one as well. Oh, it's a passage station. So there's also like a space station in orbit as well. So there it is there. Looking cool. Right, so back to the main planet itself. Let's have a little quick look underneath all of this. So that's what it looks like underneath. Honestly, that is a good looking world. I really, really do rate that. That's beauty. I may actually have to take some inspiration from this to make some of my own custom planets using the Mercury texture, because the Mercury texture seems to work really well on that. So that's a cool one. Right, next up we have got... Oh, there's another moon out here as well. So, Malmia. Right, okay, so what's this one? Is anything written down about this? Okay, so Malmia is the third and final moon of Eon. It is a small object which orbit is very elliptical because it is believed that this object was captured by the gravity of Eon thousands of years ago. Okay, interesting. Right. So also the passage station is a space station which is created to transfer between that world and the other systems. Okay, and there's also a weird Easter egg in here, so that is interesting. Gateway, we have created the passage between universes and dimensions. Easter egg object is hidden. So there's some hidden object in here we need to find. Interesting stuff indeed. It's also written in some weird text. I'm going to try and open this and then try and change the font to try and work out what it says. So I'll just do that in the meantime. But let's move on for the time being. So there is an Easter egg object hidden in here somewhere. So we have to see if we can try and find it. Right, so now we're taking a jump out. I do see an orbit here. So what's this? So this is Aria over here. Oh, it's very dark. Whoa, okay. Right. It looks like it's got another dark spot effect on it, making it very, very dark indeed. We can try a flashlight, but I'm not expecting too much. Yeah, you can see the dark spot, that negative contrast, making it look pretty spooky. So, there it is there. It's also got a moon all the way over here. Okay, so what is up with these two objects here? Right, and also I am still just trying to work out what this text says in his document here. So I'm trying to paste it in and try and work out what it says. I'm going to try and quickly put it back to normal font, and it doesn't seem to translate to anything, so I don't know how. I think it may just be weird symbols. I've got no clue, but I've just tried changing the font and it doesn't do anything. So right, forget that. We'll have to try and work that out. So right, so Aria is the second of the twin gas giants and also the bigger of the two. Okay, so this is related to the one we saw earlier. It is unknown how the gas giant becomes so dark because of its colour. It is hard to spot and even weirder to get close to. It acts like any other gas giant and exists out of the same materials, but the dark colour is a question yet to be answered. Yeah, it's got some interesting negative contrast in the modern files to make it like that, so it is pretty cool. And then down here, yeah, we've got Valia here, so this was a moon, isn't it? So it's the first and only moon of the gas giant. It exists mostly out of iron and silicate and has a darker colour to it, which probably formed during the creation of this object, which may mean it once could have been geologically active. Okay, right. So next up, we are moving on to Dwarf Planets. Okay, so let's take a jump out now. So, Igua over here, that's looking pretty cool. It's just a dark red Sedna-like object on first glance. So here it is here. It's also got a little moon to go with it as well. Look at that, hey. Oh, and also a third moon over here, right. Cool. Right, so that one's got, they've all got dark trails, so we can't actually see, so we have to sort of try and spot them all. So there's at least 3 moons. Let's lock on back onto the original one there. So let's go ahead and see what he has written down for all of these guys. Right. So Igua is a very small planet with a tiny atmosphere. It is believed that this small world was once a moon of the twin gas giants, but got slingshotted when the two gas giants become separated. It has 3 moons which orbit around it, so we found all of those. Okay, so the first one is Yeon, is an asteroid which orbits around Igua with surprisingly much organic minerals on its surface. The second moon is called Pella. This is the second largest and the second moon. The surface and core of this world is almost similar to that of the planet, or the dwarf planet itself. It means it is probably formed around the same materials in the same time. And then the third moon is large enough to keep its rounded shape. There are multiple craters visible on the surface of this larger moon, and the surface exists out of materials found on the other worlds of this solar system, which could mean it was made during collisions of other bodies in the system. Right, okay. So that's all of the objects created in here in this first part. So that's all the ones around the main stars. There's also a second star if we go over here. So this is Altar over here. It's looking pretty menacing with the red, I have to say. Okay, so the star itself, I'll have a quick look at what he's put down. It's got a ring system as well, which is looking pretty cool. So let's see what he is Let's see what he has put for the planets, or the star, sorry. So Alto is the second star of this system, and is a massive gas giant which had enough mass to become a brown dwarf and have its own planets. Okay. Altar has a ring system around it which isn't very large but causes chaos between some bodies which collided with materials from it. Okay. Right, and then on to the first planets. This is Algalia. I hope I'm saying that right. This is the first planet. It was terraformed by the alien race and is a safe distance from the star of Narvus, but is a closer distance from Altar, which causes it to be hotter and has impacts of smaller objects from the rings. Okay, because of its hotter temperature, it isn't the best place for exotic plants to thrive, but that doesn't mean they can't survive it. It's a smaller planet, but has enough mass to keep its water and house a stable temperature. Right, so that's it there. That's looking really cool, I have to say, with that Mercury texture again. Wowee. Looks like Mercury textures are the way to go, honestly. I mean, that is a cool looking world with that Mercury texture underneath there. I'm assuming it's Mercury. I'm thinking it is by the crater layout, but could be wrong. Right, the minor moon here, which causes a lot of hydrogen iron. Most of the ships in the alien race mine this moon for the resources. Okay, cool. So that's what's going on over here. Right, next up we've got two more planets. So next one is this one here, the Dinosaurs. I hope I'm saying that right. That one's looking pretty cool. I'm loving the two-tone atmosphere on it as well. Look at that. Hey. It looks like it's receiving light from the main star up there, judging by the light on the way that's working. Yep, that's a cool world. I'm liking this one already. So, what have we got about this world? So, this is a planet similar to Earth. It formed life on it. It has its own clouds of hydrogen and water vapor, which have amazing colours during the day. It is a planet which doesn't house many individuals of the alien race because of the amount of large, dangerous creatures which roam free on the surface. Right, the atmosphere of this is big and creates amazing colours at sunset and sunrise. Yeah, I can sort of see that. I can see the sort of red shades. Let's try and have a little look. Have a little look down here, see if we can see it. So, all the way down here. So this is the nighttime sort of area here. Sunset. The rings around the star look really cool around the brown dwarf. Got the clouds. I'm not sure we can really see the atmosphere stuff when we're on the surface, so. But if we have a quick look here, we can sort of zoom in and see that sort of red sort of coloured atmosphere, and it slowly changes as we go into the daytime there. So that's pretty cool. I'm liking it. Let's just have a little look underneath all of this atmosphere. So what we actually got underneath? So that's what it looks like underneath. Very exotic looking. Look at that. Wowee. Okay. Right, so there's that one. Actually, speaking of the looking under the surface, let's have a look underneath the other one actually quickly as well. This one you can see through a little easier anyway. Let's have a little, just a full look underneath it. So there it is. Yeah, looking good. I'm liking them. They're cool. So there are those guys. Right, next up. So I think this is the last of the world. So Phineas over here. There's one above it as well actually. This is the largest object in the solar system without an atmosphere. It is likely made out of iron and doesn't show many impact craters on its surface. However, it shows many darker spots and even some dark river-like marks on the surface, meaning that this planet once had rivers of lava flowing on its surface. Okay, cool stuff there. Okay, so there's that one, but what is this object all about? This one doesn't have a description in his notepad file, so I've got a sort of hidden object here as well. Not sure that's the Easter egg though, but let's see if we can try and find this Easter egg. So if we just go back up in the text. So, yeah, it's all in, I don't know what symbols those are, so I can't really read it. But it just says, Gateway, we have created the passage between universes and dimensions. Easter egg object is hidden. So where is this object? Let's see if we can try and locate it in here maybe. We'll sort of cheat, see if we can find it. I'm guessing it's this one. So where exactly is this? So it's around Eon. Yeah, we would have never ever have spotted this. We no way would have ever seen that. So yeah, I would have been looking forever trying to find that because we were right here earlier. We were right here, but we would have never have seen whatever this is. So it looks like it's the Monolith object, and this is like you said, the gateway between dimensions. So there you go, interesting stuff. So I believe that's created off of the Monolith, which is somewhere. It's not the Arrival spacecraft, no, it's this object here, the Monolith. So this is from the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, if anyone has seen that. And it's basically just a weird rectangle, and it's really hard to explain because that movie is really sort of complex stuff. So go ahead and watch it if you're interested. But yeah, the Monolith, which is this, is from that movie as far as I know. So yeah, it's a pretty old film now actually, but it's a good film. Go ahead and watch it. But yeah, there it is. So the Monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey, chilling in this system, the gateway between worlds. So there it is. Cool, I like that addition, that's cool. Just a nice little Easter egg in there. Awesome stuff indeed. So let's go line up of all the objects now. So also you've got the main star that's on its way to a red giant. We've got the second brown dwarf. Then onto the planets themselves. Let's go onto flashlight or studio, that works. So we've got this one here. This one was really dark, so you can't even see what's going on really. Then we have got the planet close to the star there. Let's get rid of the particles. Oh, can we chart mode please? Thank you. Right, so there we are. So we've got the planet that was losing material. Then we've got all of the rocky worlds. This one here is my favourite, and I think it is his as well. That is definitely the best looking world in here. And then we've got all of the other ones here. So yeah, really nice lineup of objects. Really big thumbs up. Really enjoyed it. So there they all are there. But yeah, there we are, guys. So let us know what you thought of this system down below in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, help us on the journey to 30,000 subscribers now. And also, if you'd like to send in your own simulations, make sure to join my Discord server, link in the description, where you can upload your systems there and I can check them out once I get to them in the list, because there's still quite a large list for me to get through. So yeah, it will take some time before I get to your systems, but yeah, there we are. So there is all of that system. And again, a massive thank you to Siren the Spaceman for sending his system in here. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, massive thank you indeed to him for sending that. But with that all said and done, guys, make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.